Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders, great Muslims, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother, I am Noah Allah from Gemma, Chicago, and coming back with you with another lesson. And this going on based upon prophecy that, there are wars and rumors of wars and taking place, and that the fact that Israel is at war with Iran right now, which is that's the big war of Armageddon, or Yahweh Shaphat, or Yahweh's judgment that is happening right now, and is only going to escalate. That goes to show you that those people over there in the land of Israel right now today are not the chosen people of the Lord, right? Because if they were to be in their own land, all right, there wouldn't be any more wars, there wouldn't be any more conflict. By now, Israel should be ruling everything, all right, once they're in their own land. But those people that you see over there in Israel today, all right, they're imposters, right? They're not the chosen, all right? But nonetheless, you see in news articles, you see that Israel is at war with Iran, all right? And you got these small headers, all right? They're basically causing most of the destruction. I mean, yeah, they're losing, all right? They're losing for sure. But you can see that Esau is using the sword, all right? Trump says U.S. will hit Iran very hard after easing sanctions on Russian oil. More than 100 killed by Israeli strikes in Lebanon. The minister stays. See, Esau causing most of the destruction, all right, using his sword. More than 100 killing, and it's probably more than just 100, right? Because in the first place, Esau is the one who provoked, all right, Iran into war. But here's Revelation 6:4 says, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword." And that's right, Esau was blessed with the sword. And right now, like you're seeing today, all right, he's using the sword, all right? He's taking peace from the earth. All right, that is the wicked that is ruling this earth today. Isaiah 14:1, "The Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them." Meaning the Israelites who are not familiar with their true heritage. But it says, "The stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place in the house of Israel. So Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors." And that's right. If they were the chosen people of the Lord, all right, they would have been in their own land, and there wouldn't have been no war at all. All right, they would have already been having every nation as a slave by now. But you don't see that happening, because those imposters are at war in that very land, showing you that they're not the chosen. Neither shall Yeah. Isaiah 2 and 3. And many shall go up and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. But you don't see that happening right now, alright? Because now you just see is war. Those small hatters are in that very land, alright, using the sword, and they're at war. The scriptures even tell you that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. Hilarious. Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And that's right. That's what the Lord is doing right now. Having war with Amalek from generation to generation, especially here right now. We're at the beginning stages of World War III, right, which will lead up to the nuclear destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America, and that part of Israel, the land of Israel over there as well, right? And on the news, they're saying that the Iranians are winning, right? Those, you got there's a thing called propaganda where one side is biased than the other, and they spread false news. All right, they tell you over here in the mainstream media here in the United States that U.S. is winning the war right now, but really, all right, the mainstream media over on the other side, they're telling a different story. All right, and it clearly shows that Iran is winning. And they're even telling you that Tel Aviv is completely bombed out. Fuck. Like all these buildings you see right there, it's already demolished and shit. But nonetheless, those smart hatters right there, they're basically not the true chosen people of the Lord at all. All right, they're Edomites in our land. But Ezekiel 36 and 2, thus said the Lord, probably because the enemy hath said against you, how even the ancient high places are our possessions. And yeah, the plot of land of Israel right there, is taken by our oppressors. All right, by Edomites, basically. Amalekites. But nonetheless, that's what's going on right now. Alright? The Lord is going to return real soon. And, hey, those small adders, alright, they're not going to be ruling for very long. Alright? Because, well, the prophecies are coming to pass. Alright? Things are moving quicker. Alright? And then, next thing you know, once the RFID microchip gets implemented, right, things will start moving a whole lot faster. Alright, it'll be game over for Esau real soon. But nonetheless, hope the lesson was edifying. I would give all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.